My name is Evelyne Nana. I came in UK in 2004. And I started working with West End Refugee Service in 2009. Before that, if you want, before 2009, I was an asylum seeker. And then I was dispatched in Newcastle. I was lost because I just left behind all my family. My daughter, she was 8 at that time. I have to leave her behind me with my mother, and it was not really good. But then in London, when I arrived, I was in a hotel near Mayday Hospital because I was pregnant. I was supposed to have a baby, and then they just kept me there for 5 months. And life wasn't really easy because I was living in a small room in the hotel with my son. We were sleeping in the same single bed until I was dispatched here in Newcastle. Between leaving my family, my daughter, my husband, and going somewhere you don't even know where you are going, I think I would not do that. But it was a question of a matter of life, death of life. That's why I left them behind. Yeah. When I claimed asylum, it was another life because I never experienced that back home. Even when we want to do like identity card in my country, it's very easy. You don't have to write papers, and at that time, my English wasn't really good. I remember my first interview, the screening interview in the Home Office. Not that my English was rubbish, no, but I couldn't understand or listen to what people were saying, but I couldn't reply because I wasn't confident in English. I remember my first interview, when I was saying something in French, the interpreter was saying another thing, and it's at that point that all my case it was wrong, because after that I said no. I was arguing with the interpreter, and the interpreter, she was so angry. He said, "Why don't you speak in English?" I said, "No, I can't." Even in court, when I went to court. And after that, the process was so long, going to refusal letter, to appeals, new evidence, and all this. It was a very, very long process and very painful. No, February 2008, when they came and take me to detention, was with my son. That was I don't know how to say, but when I remember, I don't just want to pass on it. It was very difficult, because when I was Yasu, my son was 2.5. He couldn't understand. In detention, the window have like bars. I was asking me, "Mommy, when are we going home?" I say, "I don't know if we are going to go home or we are going to go." And at that time in Cameroon, when I was in detention, they were it's like a civil war. I think that's the first point that helped me not to fly, because we couldn't land in Cameroon with all the political problem going on there. And then I have a lawyer who really started all my case from the beginning, because there were so many mistakes in it. And then they carried on, and in 2009, I was granted. At West, I am a store supervisor, but I've been trained as well to be a support work when sometimes maybe Ali is not in and we don't have anyone to cover. I'll do that because I've been trained for that. But my main job is the store. What I do in the store is receiving donations from people, public, churches, individuals, and then with volunteers, sort them out and put them in the store for clients to come and help themselves. Yeah. I have a very good impression from Newcastle. And then I think sometimes when I'm here, I don't think I'm not home. I remember last time I went in Cameroon, I was, my head was, before I went back, I was thinking, oh, I want to go home. I was nostalgic. But when I went there, I was nostalgic to come back very quick because I wasn't feeling like home when I went there, but I was just really fine when I'm in Newcastle now. Newcastle is my home now, really.